Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market, you get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated, so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. they pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. Considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The bottom line is, the economy is fundamentally strong. It was fundamentally strong before the election. It's fundamentally strong after the election.
Fundamentally strong. Really? How can that be? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Don't you love it when these guys just lie like that? How can he say it's strong? We got some numbers yesterday that really wasn't good news for Aunt B. Why? Because she's going to be raising rates into an economy where earnings have been flat for 11 years. So how can he say the economy is strong when our earnings have been flat for since 2011, rather? That's ridiculous. We have 5 years of earnings stagnation, and he says we got a strong economy? You don't have a strong economy when you don't have earnings. When they're stagnant for 5 years, wages stagnant for 30 years. What are you, nuts? Yet during these same 5 years, due to the stock buybacks, the S&P 500 index went up 87%. Just the last 5 years. We're up 258% altogether. But take the last 5 years, 87%. And that's a PE ratio that has nearly doubled from 14.9 since 2012 to 26.7 on March 3rd, 2007. That's nuts. That's called a bubble. Look, she's going to raise rates into an economic contraction, into a trade deficit. We just found out yesterday that has gone from $44 billion to $48 billion. That's a historic number almost. We also found out that 25.8% of U.S. jobs are still unfilled. 60 days after being posted, they're available. They can't fill them. Another lie from Aunt B, who says the Federal Reserve now, they met their mandate of full employment. We have full employment. No, you don't. 25.8% of the U.S. jobs are still unfilled. The GDP, our economic growth, the size of our economy, on an annualized basis for 2016 was just a pathetic 1.6%. Are you nuts? For the last quarter, 2016, our economy grew just for the last quarter, 2016, 3.2%. But that was all fudged with soybeans and everything else. Now we come into the first quarter of 2017, and what do we find? The Atlanta Fed is saying the GDP is going to go from 3.4% down to 1.8%. And the trade deficit is increasing from an average of $44 billion to $48 billion. But Mark Zandi comes out and tells us the economy's strong. They just lie. If the economy is strong, then why is the credit card spending is down? Now, some would say, well, that's good. No, it isn't. That's bad news, especially the raise rates. That identifies a correction. There's a contraction in our economic growth. Because when credit card spending stops, that means the problem is these consumers, they're not spending, which slows the economy even worse, but they're tapped out. When they buy a lawnmower, they buy anything, they're not buying a lawnmower, they're buying more debt. And unless they're paying for that new lawnmower from their savings, it's debt. They're adding debt, not a lawnmower, to their household. We're up to $61 trillion in personal debt. That's incredible. Student loans, auto loans, falling off the cliff. Can't pay for it. So the economy's strong. What economy is he looking at? This is crazy. Now, what happens when all of a sudden the spending stops and you start with the credit cards? As soon as you start seeing this happens in every crash. The first thing you start seeing is the credit cards. They get tapped out. They can't borrow anymore. Now they got to start paying back the debt. There's the problem. In every bubble, the dot-com bubble, the housing bubble, and now this new bubble called the QE bubble, we're seeing the same thing over and over. The first two bubbles, same thing. You start seeing the economy, you start seeing this, it go up and up and up, then all of a sudden what happens? They stop spending. When you stop spending, then what do people do? They start dropping their prices to try to sell their goods. Especially car dealers. They're trying to sell their cars. They're dropping prices. That's called deflation. And when they start driving their prices down, they then have to start laying people off. What comes next? A recession. What comes next? A market crash. That's exactly what happened with the dot-com crash. It always starts when the spending stops. Take the housing bubble. Same thing. Spending stopped because people weren't buying homes. They were buying debt. They're buying debt. They're consuming debt. They're not consuming a good. It looks like they're consuming a house or a kitchen or new appliance, but no, they're really consuming debt. Same thing happened. All of a sudden, gasoline prices went up. Credit cards were tapped out. They started to drop prices, trying to get the economy going. Start lay off people. And I don't have to tell you, look at the crash we had. Here we go again. The third bubble. You got to understand the people that own the Federal Reserve, the very wealthy, the 1 percentile, a handful of them, control. They're called the bubble makers. They make these bubbles. That's how they get very, very rich, creating bubbles. So now I'm B. And during Obama's administration, they masked how bad this economy is by putting people on like Mark Zandi.
The bottom line is the economy is fundamentally strong.
Yeah, well, I just told you. That sounds strong to you? So what they did is they masked how bad the economy was. They do it by connecting the stock market to the economy. In other words, they say the stock market reflects the health of the economy, which can't be further from the truth. When we buy stocks, we don't buy economies. And another problem with that narrative is the global economy. We have a global economy, and the major, the S&P companies, most of their revenues come from foreign economies, not U.S. economies. So it's a big lie. But that's why they kept pumping the stock market up, so they could cover that lie. They could keep pointing to the stock market. Matter of fact, if you remember, the president's wife went out and said, look at the stock market. That's my husband. Look what he did. Look how great the economy is. Look at the stock market going. Remember that? Now, Trump is hoping to grow the economy from 2016. Okay, our economy was, from the annualized 2016 was 1.6%. Now, he's hoping to grow it from the 1.6% to 2.4%. It will happen if he can stay in that same mindset where he speaks the truth, where he tells the people what's really going on. You can't catch that Washington bug. He's got to tell the truth. That you can't grow an economy at 2.4% from 1.6% by doing all these programs, but you're not going to, and you're going to do all these special programs, which are great. As a matter of fact, I'm going to explain what's going on with the healthcare program a little bit later because it's really confusing. You can't do all these programs and not cut Medicaid, not cut Social Security. This is bad. We'll talk about this when we get back. 15 past the hour here on Phil's Gang. We're going to take a look at some stocks next.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. If you're a Phil's Gang member or a fan of the Phil's Gang show, then you need the all-new Phil's Gang hat. Now available in a variety of colors and cool comfort styles for only $25. You can show your Phil's Gang pride with the stylish Are You Nuts hat or Phil's Gang logo hat. Don't wait. Go to philsgang.com and click on the shopping cart icon to order your hat today or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market, you get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. Phil'sGang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's Phil'sGang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Money, 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 can you use?
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
We are testing 21,000 on the Dow. Don't forget, everyone made a lot of money yesterday, especially if you're long on these markets, your 401k, retirement plans, etc. Markets down over 100 points here at the close, though the theme, though, is the underlying optimism still intact. So no one's all that worried, just a little bit of profit taking.
Just a little bit of profit taking. Ever since the 302-point rally, and I said that day, remember I said, look, unless we get a follow through in this stock market, the next day, this market's going to roll over. So now it's been 5 days, and we haven't gotten a follow through. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay. Now, I just want to make a couple of announcements here. First of all, for the ambassadors, my new ambassadors who got their MV2 free, and I said every day I would help you with the 3 stocks. We're starting out together. I'll give you the symbols, INTL, JWN, UNG. I went over all 3 of those today. So all you have to do, and I'm going to post this at the end of the night, at the end of the radio show, so you'll have this. So if you joined that program, you're going to follow me every day. Take 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, a minute. I'll tell you when to stay in. I'll tell you when to get out. I'll tell you add to your position. All you have to do is just go to the home page and click on where it says Phil's Toolbox. Okay? And I'm sorry, you go to the home page, you go to classes and updates, and then click on alerts. It's that simple. You just go to the home page, go to class and updates, and then click on the alerts. It's that simple, and I go over those 3 stocks, and I'll do that every day. Every day, so you'll understand how important, how this MV2 works, how the stock market is not connected. It is no way connected to the economy. That's ridiculous. But they say that over and over and over so that they can mask how bad the economy is. It makes no sense to say the economy is a reflection of the stock market. Remember, we're buying companies, not economies. And companies are global, and most of the companies' revenues, especially the S&P 500 stocks, come from foreign economies. So how the hell can they say the stock market reflects the economy? It's ridiculous, or vice versa. Now, I'm not suggesting the economy has no impact on the stock market, because it does. I'm just saying that if you think the economy's direction and the direction of the stock market will travel lockstep with each other, you got to be nuts. It doesn't. We don't buy economies. We buy stocks. And once you have a global economy, there's no way they can be connected. So, what we want to see is the money flow. When the money flows into a stock, it goes up. Money flows out, it goes down. So I created this beautiful platform. It's my MV2 chart. And it tells you when to get in and get out. And I'm inviting a few more people, and I'm going to keep this open for a little bit longer. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com. Sign up. So you get your free MV chart. You sign up for the gang, it's only $39.95, and you get your free chart. That's a $25 value, and you get it free. And now the most important thing is, like, again, I'm going to post at the end of the day. I'm going to give a lesson on those 3 stocks using that chart. You don't have to do a thing. Just do what I do, okay? So I'm going to keep it open for a little bit longer, 877-600-GANG, if you want to participate and be one of my ambassadors. And why do I call them ambassadors? Because when people use this, they spread the word, because it does work. And then you're going to say, the greatest thing about this, I never have to worry about getting out. Here's a great example. Listen to this. This is just unbelievable today. I couldn't believe this.
Your opinion on Kinder Morgan?
Well, Kinder Morgan's okay because I like the pipeline so much after President Trump got in. But the one you want to be in, you want to be an MMP.
No, you don't want to be an MMP. Money started to pour out of it. It was green, and then money started to pour. If you could see my chart right now, you could see it. It turned red. And money's pouring out, just pouring out. The stock dropped from about $82. It's down to $76 already. But he's telling that's about 7% is dropping already because people are getting out. Investors are getting out. See, and this is what you need to know when they're getting out. And that's why you hate the stock market, because you never know. And then they take all the money back that you made. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Now, the market has stalled. Why? Because we had this Trump rally, and the rally is because of all these promises. All these promises. Now what's happening is he's starting to see everybody's starting to see there's going to be some delays here. Because on March 15th, not only do we hit the debt ceiling, which we run out of money, he can't borrow any money, the country can't borrow any money, but we also raise rates. She couldn't have been raising rates at a worse time. Are you nuts? Raising rates, going into an economy that's contracting, that went from 3.4% growth down to 1.8% growth. Are you crazy? And you're raising rates? Now, here's another problem. And we got to be very careful. And I'll talk about it just a little bit later, but because I want to get back to some stocks. But all the things that they're proposing, and I'm going to go through the healthcare program with you, we got to be careful. We got to make sure that Trump doesn't get influenced by the people around him, Washington people. He doesn't get caught in that trap. He's got to keep talking straight. Talking straight was what got him into the office. He's got to tell people, I'm sorry. We are going to have to cut these entitlement programs. If anybody tells you that I can raise $50 billion to finance the military spending, raise $1 trillion on top of that for infrastructure, raise another $50 billion for other things I'm going to do, and I don't have to cut anywhere? And not only that, I'm going to cut taxes too? And that means I'm going to grow the economy from a terrible 1.6% to 2.4%? How do you do that? The only way you can do it if you do another quantitative easing, QE2. And what will happen then? That means rates will come right back down to 0%. That means the companies will start buying their stocks all over again. And the only people that get rich are the 1 percentile. Join my gang right now. Get your free chart. 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. And wherever you put it, you get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow. You need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, for all the gang members who did join up for my MV2 yesterday, I gave a special, I went and took the 3 stocks that were going to be working together, and I did a video on the 3 stocks, what we're going to do with them. We started today. I am going to post that for you, so it takes you 1 minute to look at. You haven't got to do anything. I'm doing all the work. And you're going to see on each stock, I'm guiding you, holding your hand through it, telling you when we're buying it, when we're adding to it, and when we're going to get out of it. And all you got to do now to go see it is just go to where it says go to my homepage. It says go to classes and update, and then click on alerts. It's that simple. Also, if you want to see the returns that we make on the MV2, the gang, just go to the homepage, click where it says Phil's Toolbox, and the drop down will say MV2 returns. Now, if you want to join this program where you want to follow me in these 3 stocks with the MV2, which I'll give you free, you join a gang, 877-600-GANG, or you go to philsgang.com. So again, 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com, and you can sign up for this program where I follow for you for a month, these 3 stocks, and I do all the work for you. You don't have to do a thing. And you can see how this works, okay? So I'm going to only leave it open for a little bit longer. And so become one of my ambassadors, and you're going to love it. It does work. Okay, let's get back to something that's very important. All right, so these reforms, let's talk about this all the stuff that's going on right now. All these reforms that are favored by the Republicans and favored by Trump have yet included making any substantial cuts to our federal spending. This is the problem, whether it's on the military or on the social spending, Social Security, Medicare. Now, they haven't even talked about freezing government spending. They don't even talk about slowing it down. Now, when it comes to social spending, Medicare, Social Security, if it's business as usual, investors will become very worried. They'll start dumping their stock, especially the Trump rally. We'll get a correction of at least 10%. They're going to start grabbing gains, taking profits.
We are testing 21,000 on the Dow. Don't forget, everyone made a lot of money yesterday, especially if you're long on these markets, your 401k, retirement plans, etc. Markets down over 100 points here at the close, though the theme, though, is the underlying optimism still intact. So no one's all that worried, just a little bit of profit taking.
She's a liar. It's not true what's going on. If she was telling the truth, we would have had a follow-through. No, they're getting nervous, and I'm going to explain why. Because Trump needs to identify that Social Security and Medicare are unfunded by $100 trillion. What's that mean, unfunded? It means when you look out, there is no revenues coming in, tax revenues, to cover the expense of Social Security and Medicare. $100 trillion. So our national debt is not $19 trillion, it's $110 trillion. And if you start cutting taxes instead of entitlements, this is going to be unbelievable. You're not going to be able to grow the economy to its 2.4%. How are you going to do that? Because by the time they argue over the health care, by the time they argue over this health care bill, it's going to be so long that it may not get done for between the health care and get the tax cuts. It may not be done to the first quarter next year. So he's got to start explaining that. And he's got to explain that Social Security and Medicare are the 2 biggest components. Now, and he's going to have to cut them. Here's the other thing he's got to explain. Let's talk about the repealing of these mandates. Now, no longer are you going to get fined. That's good. They're going to repeal the 3.9% tax on dividends and the capital gains. Remember how we got screwed? He snuck that in, Obama, and he put 3.9% tax on our dividends and capital gains. What a nice guy he was. They're going to get rid of that. But here's the bad news. Under the Republicans' new plan, they want to keep the same non-discrimination rules as in Obamacare, where if you were 21 years old, you're charged the same for your health insurance as a person who is, let's say, 60 or 80 that has stage 4 cancer. What are you, nuts? That was the problem with Obamacare. That's the equivalent of charging a person that is $21 for an insurance policy, the same price that you charge somebody that's 80 years old. What are you, nuts? You have to discriminate by health for life insurance companies. You have to, and you have to discriminate by age for health care. You'd go out of business. Every health insurance company would go out of business if they didn't discriminate by health. The key is to have as few, you want more healthy people than sick people. Obamacare was just the opposite. You had more sick people than healthy people. Then they try to mandate it to take the young, healthy people and force them to come in. And if they didn't come in, they'd be fined. Well, they started to figure out the fine was cheaper than the insurance, so they took the fine. And that's why Obamacare was in trouble. They couldn't get enough young people. They had all old, sick people. Now, the new plan says, get this. The new plan says if you don't have health insurance and you want to buy it, and you had a lapse in your coverage, now you decide to go back and buy your health insurance again, they can charge you a premium of 30%. So that's more than your neighbor who stayed in the plan all along with no lapse. But get this. It gets better than that. The 30% sounds terrible? Really? Listen to this. If you don't have insurance from your employer, and you, let's say you're in a new Republican plan, you'll get what is called an advanceable tax credit. Now, that's kind of funny because they're going to give it to people who pay no federal income tax, which is about 45% of the people. So it's really a subsidy, right? Think about it. They call it the advanceable tax credit. Well, wait a minute. 45% of the people in the United States don't pay federal income tax. So it's a subsidy. Let's call it what it is, and Trump's got to say that. Example, say you have a family of 4, and they're going to give you $14,000 advance, this advanceable tax credit. You get actually $14,000 in cash. Or if you're an individual, you get $2,000 as an advanceable tax credit. Now you get that actual cash. Now with your $14,000, you can find a health insurer, and if it's only $10,000, you put the $4,000 in your pocket. The difference goes right into your pocket. And the good news, they're going to let you go over the state line to find even cheaper insurance. But here's how crazy this is. Say you're 21, you get your $2,000 advanceable tax credit, but you keep it every year. You keep it. You never buy insurance. So for 20 years, you pocketed $40,000. You didn't buy any health insurance. Now you get cancer. You're 60 years old. Now you can buy health insurance, and all you have to pay is a premium of 30% extra. That's $60 more a month. And then after they shoot chemo and everything else and fix you, you can drop out of the program and start collecting your $2,000 again. Don't go buy any health care and wait till you get sick again. Then go buy it. And all you have to pay is a 30% program, 30% premium. Are you nuts? So what is all this? It's business as usual. It's the Republicans don't have the guts to come out and tell the truth. What they're afraid of is to take away all the goodies that they gave the people with Obamacare. They don't have the guts. Trump's got to fix this. He's got to come out and say, this is stupid. This is stupid. You're not going to get this stuff. You're not going to get this stuff. It's crazy. So Trump needs to fix all this. He's got to come out and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This stuff's not going to work. All right, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. And remember tonight, if you already started with the new chart, I have the 3 stocks ready to go, and I'm teaching you how to use those 3. So get your free chart right now, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Now, for the gang members who took advantage of my offer to get the MV2 chart free with a sign up with the gang membership, you get it free for 4 weeks. And during those 4 weeks, every day, I take the 3 stocks, I invest in them, I trade them with you, show you what to do, and then you can watch me. Now, tonight, when I put it in, and I'll do an update what I did with the 3 stocks, you can follow me. Just go to the homepage, go to class and updates, and then click on the alerts. It's that simple. You also can see the returns that we've got on these stocks. When I tell you GDX 13%, Will Oil 33%, Copper 57%, 21%, 14%, it's not a lie. You can see it. Just go to my homepage, click on where it says Phil's Toolbox, and the drop down will say MV2 returns. Now, I'm not saying every gang member made 13% on GDX or 33% on Will Oil. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is every gang member, okay, saw the opportunity when to get into that stock. But the more important thing, knew when to get out. When to get out. That's the key. Now, the one thing that we all have to know, I don't care what they're doing, this plan that they're putting in place, you got the Republicans who are turning against Trump, and they're going to try to screw him with a plan that is just a revised Obamacare plan. Listen to what Huckabee said.
Every governor, Democrat and Republican, for over 25 years has said, give us less money, but more flexibility. We'll cover more people and do it better because we'll tailor it to our unique populations. Congress wants control. They want to keep the power in Washington. And until we devolve the power of health care out of Washington in a centralized federal government and put it back in the hands of the people closer to the patients, we're not going to get the results we're looking for.
This is more like Obamacare forever.
That's right. It's what it is. I mean, can you imagine? Now, they're getting rid of some good stuff. And, I mean, they're getting rid of stuff that should be gone. I mean, the big job killer, the job that we're produce more part-time jobs than anything else, the 49-29 rule, where if you were a company, if you kept your employees, the amount of employees you had, 49 or less, and you worked them less than 30 hours at 29, then you didn't have to do health. You didn't have to do provide them health care. But here's the problem with that: we took 28,000 full-time jobs and converted it into 28,000 part-time jobs because of the 49-29 rule. That's gone. Well, you don't replace it with something that is so stupid. I mean, so crazy. Wait a minute. I know. Hello. No, I don't want any of that. I'll be home early. Okay. All right, I'll be home. I'll bring some milk. There you go. All right, took care of that. Now, but here's the point. Listen to me. This program that they're putting out there is a bunch of BS. Can you imagine saying to somebody, you don't have to buy any health insurance? Wait till you get sick. This is what they're telling people. Wait till you get sick. In fact, what we're going to do is give you, if you're a family of four, we're going to give you $14,000 a year. Keep it if you don't want to buy insurance. If you're a young guy and you're healthy, we're going to give you a $6,000 a year or $2,000 a year. Keep it. So the guy that's 21 years old, he gets cancer by the time he's 60. He's already put away about, $60,000 in his pocket. Now he can sign up. And let's say they're going to charge him $1,000 a month for his plan. He's only got to pay 30. He's got to pay 30%. He's only got to pay 30% extra. What's that? $30? Are you kidding me? It's crazy. Or $300. That's crazy. And then he gets his treatments and he's healthy again. He can now drop his insurance. He starts picking up his what they call. What's the word for it? Oh God, it's advanceable tax credit. You can pick it, start all over again, and then when he gets sick again, then he goes ahead and he only has to pay. He signs up and he just pays a 30% premium. This is insane. Trump has got to get control of this quickly. If he doesn't, people are going to lose faith. We're never going to get this thing passed. They're going to be, and this is their point. The reason why this is so silly, they don't want to pass it. And they don't want to pass this, and they're not going to pass his tax cuts. They're going to try to screw him, his Republicans. So here's what you and I are going to do. We're going to make money, okay? If the market goes up or the market goes down, we don't care. Because, again, and I'm going to prove it to my ambassadors, if you have the MV2 chart, if all of a sudden now, if this does pass the way this is, they're going to have to do QE again. What's that mean? The stock market go up another 30, 40%. Because what are they going to do? Have money at 0% interest rates again. The Fed's going to buy all the bonds, okay, and to get everybody out of the bond market, to get them into the stock market. Interest rates will be back to near zero again. All the CEOs of companies will buy the money at 0%. They'll combine it with their profits. They're not going to plow it into the company for capital investment so wages go up. They're going to plow it in their own pocket. We're right back to where we were. So if that's the case, then all you want to know, if a stock's going up 30%, 40%, you want to know when to get out. Your broker's not going to tell you. Your planner's not going to tell you. But guess what? The chart will tell you because it's red. And then here's the other thing. When it turns red and it starts dropping, the stock starts going down the other way, you push a little button that says sell short. And by the way, I have a feature that tells you when to buy. It tells you when to buy, when to sell. It tells you. So here's the chance to try it for 4 weeks. It's free. Just join the gang. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com. Now, I'm going to leave this open maybe, I don't know how long, maybe just today. Maybe I'll do it again tomorrow. As soon as I try to get them where, when I do these, I try to get near 25 people. I do groups of 25, then I shut it off. But it's a wonderful program, and it's for the person who's so busy, but he also knows this. He knows that there's no way he can sit there and take 22% of his income across his working life. Take it 22%. When you get your check every week, can you take 22% of that check that you get and put it away? Well, that's what you need. That's what you need if you're going to be in a 401k. You got to take 22% of your income every week. You get that paycheck, and you got to put it into your 401k. You got to put it into something, and you'll never get it because the 401k, the fees are crazy. A 1% fee alone takes 30% of your pile of money. 30%, a 1% fee. Don't believe me. Go to the website. Even if it's 25%, go to the website. You'll see. You'll say, my God, are you telling me every 1% fee, they take 25% of my money? So if I have $1 million at the end, they're going to take $250,000? Yeah, but it's not 1%. The average person pays about 2.5%. It's almost half of your money's gone. Almost half. So it's almost impossible to take 22% and take it out of your pay and put it away. You're not going to get the returns you need. You're not. Did you know that 54.1% of our working force, that we have 147 million people in our workforce, 54% of them have saved nothing for retirement? That's right, nothing. That's up from 48%. Do you know that 60% of households, they haven't been saving long enough, don't have enough to retire? I don't want you to be there. And then you take that and you take the fees, and here's the real problem. Even if you're doing well and you're making money during this terrific rally we've had for 8 years, you'll never get out in time. You know that. You won't get out in time. Nobody's going to tell you to get out. This will get you out. And the best thing, we're starting right now, tonight, for the people who joined yesterday, I'm going to do my video class. I'll have it posted tonight. Go see it, and I'll be doing this every night for you. Just go to where it says the homepage, go to class and updates, and then click on the alerts. It's that simple, okay? 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com. All right. So the bottom line, these advanceable tax credits are a joke, are a total joke.
I don't think it's going to bring down the cost of insurance. I don't think it's going to bring back affordable insurance because we still have regulation concerns that are out there. We still have to implement some of the things we just talked.
That's right. Costs ain't going to come down. Trump's got to take control of this. Okay, 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com. Get your free chart. And don't forget to go look up my class tonight on the 3 stocks we're following together each day.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at Phil's Gang.